Hello, dear friends. It is Dr. Sarah, and I'm so happy to be with you today. Today, I want to talk to you about how ancient wisdom can merge with modern medicine. Specifically, I want to discuss the link between the chakra system, the nervous system, and how essential oils fit in with both. I recently posted on my social media about using essential oils to balance the chakras, and it became one of the most popular posts on my essential oil recipe group. Now, it was once dismissed as mystical, but now more physicians are finding that these ancient philosophies are actually aligning with modern science more than we once thought. For example, we've seen on this channel time and time again how nature's remedies, specifically essential oils, can support all aspects of the mind, the body, and the spirit through various lens of healing, whether it's through the nervous system through the brain, or if we're talking more about spiritual practice or mind body integrative approaches. What I want to do here is again explore this merger of science and modern medicine, specifically through the lens of the chakra system and its link to the nervous system, and then discuss how essential oils can be used as a modality that has been shown to support both, basically, kind of interpreting the different languages of these two healing arts. Now, as always, all the references, the resources, the links to the studies will be in this accompanying article. So be sure to check that out if you want to get more in depth with some of the references I talk about. Let me discuss a little bit about chakras and what they are and where they originated. So they did originate in ancient healing practices, and they were to help explain this mind, body, spirit connection and to explore the blocks to health. The earliest mentions of the chakras were found in Indian literature in about 600 to 300 BC. Later, there was systemic descriptions which appeared in Ayurvedic, medical, and yogic traditions. This was from 300 BC to 400 CE. Today, because yoga has become so popular, many people are familiar with this subtle body that's referenced within the body-mind's central regulating system. So, this concept of mind body medicine has been revived, especially recently, and how these early teachings are correlating with conventional beliefs. They're starting to do more science to see how these different approaches, when they seem to be effective, can actually be acting on the body in ways that we understand in conventional medicine using biochemistry, neuroanatomy, and different approaches such as those. Now, there was a study review that looked up several different articles on the science of chakras, and they did find that similar to acupuncture, that there were these unique electrical properties and possible anatomical correlations with where the chakras were and where these different alignments were with different anatomy in the body. So it has been suggested as well that the seven main chakras align with the spine, which closely parallel the structure and function of the nervous system. There was a pretty in-depth article I found on this from the ANA of the New York Academy of Sciences. And it stated how the chakra system maps with the central nervous system, and it provided a pretty comprehensive view of it. It basically showed how the central nervous system model co-evolved today with this comprehensive neural-based, it's called typology, where different features are, and how this chakra system actually correlates with that. And it can actually be even more vigorous in explaining it with these electrical properties, network model, and how they're connected. It can provide a more comprehensive viewpoint if we combine them together and also aid in some form of neurofeedback of what's going on in the body with the nervous system if we kind of merge these two together. They provided descriptive tables and diagrams in this article, and they showed how the chakras are aligned with locations that correlate to various brain regions at the hub of the chakras. So the brain areas that correlate to the same regulating characteristics of the chakra circuit meet at the center point. And there was For example, they showed how the hub behind the forehead, or the sixth chakra, correlates to the areas of the prefrontal cortex for executive control and planning, which is similar to the sixth chakra, which is thinking about our intelligence and how we use it and getting in tune with that. There's also the vagus nerve correlation. This is a key component of the parasympathetic, or the rest and digest part of the nervous system, and how it intertwines with the chakras. The 10th cranial nerve not only helps regulate bodily functions, but also emotions and mental states. So this is akin to the emotional states that align with the chakras. So, how the spinal cord serves as a conduit for transmitting electrical impulses between the brain and the body, the chakras system enable this flow between the body as well. And in the same way, the vagus nerve is believed to modulate physical and emotional states, so is the chakra system. So we see this correlation between the vagus nerve, between the spinal cord and the chakra system, as well as these anatomical correlations and where they're located and how that relates to function in our neurophysiology as well as our psychology, which is pretty darn fascinating, right? Now, where essential oils come in is that plant medicine has deep roots in spiritual traditions, and they can often be integrated into various integrative practices. Essential oils are considered concentrated essences of the plant, and they're said to embody the plant's distinctive energetic vibrations. This is where we're getting into a little bit of physics, quantum physics here. But the vibrations are thought to resonate and influence with the chakra energies, assisting in opening and balancing and ensuring a healthy energy of flow through the chakras. So there's different frequencies of these different oils. Every living thing has a frequency. We think about our electric system that's in our body, our nervous system has a specific energy potential within it, just as every cell does. It's described as ATP in biochemistry, okay? So there was an article on essential oils and chakras, and it connected each chakra with essential oils that matched its energetic traits. And it also discussed how we know that essential oils impact the limbic system because our sense of smell directly goes to our emotional brain. So when essential oils are inhaled, they journey through the olfactory system to the limbic system, and this affects our emotions and our mental states, which are associated with the chakra states. So some examples would be our grounding oils such as vetiver and cedarwood. These are commonly connected to the root chakra or low chakra. And then uplifting oils like rose, like any of your floral oils, jasmine, those can be applied to alleviate blockages that support healthy energy flow to the heart chakra, which is also, correlated to that upliftment in those emotions. So I am not at all an expert in chakra or Ayurvedic or yogic tradition, but I did find this impressive to show you that there is science between this correlation between the chakra system, how essential oils can come in from our modern understanding of how they affect the mind body, and introduce them to this merger between this nervous system and chakra link, and how they're just all basically describing how different things can help restore the body in different ways. So we can use essential oils to describe how they can impact neurotransmitters or vagus nerve tone using our modern medical model. We can discuss how they can impact different chakras based on their properties and their emotional frequencies based on these ancient yogic and Ayurvedic traditions of the chakra system. So it's pretty cool. It's just a different way. I think we're finding that our language just needs to translate what's been actually going on that ancient wisdom has known all along. We just didn't have a way to describe it. So it was oftentimes dismissed as unscientific. So now we're finding that we can have these correlates and bring an understanding to merge things, which is welcome in a world where many things are polarized, right? So I want to share with you actual chakra clearing with aromatherapy exercise in an upcoming video. I'll have a link to that and discuss it a little bit more. This was from a certified medical aromatherapist, a licensed massage therapist, certified yoga instructor. She's very inspirational. Her name is Rachel Jackson, and I got her newsletter, and this kind of sparked this whole video idea. But she has been on the essential oil revolution previously, where I interviewed her on ancient Chinese medicine and essential oils. And I will also reference that as well, because we kind of are in this little kick of merging ancient wisdom with modern medicine. And I think that it is time to offer that more so that more people who resonate with one or resonate the other can come together and see how they both can integrate. Because I think we're getting more awareness of that many people want that. All right. So to summarize on essential oils, on chakras, there is a lot of modern medicine now that is studying how various ancient healing practices mechanistically impact the physical body using our modern language and research. And these renewal of the mind body medicine and interest in people who are going outside of modern medicine to find their answers has brought this about. And there's been interest in early teachings such as Ayurvedic and Indian traditions, and specifically the chakras, which are now being studied along with not just the nervous system, they're also being studied along with how they interact with the fascia and physical and energetic states. There is evidence on how they align with the nervous system and vagus nerve. And essential oils can be used to aid chakra balance with their frequencies of different oils believing to align and harmonize with distinct energy centers. And different essential oils can be used at the hubs of the chakras to stimulate that energy circuit and restore physical and emotional balance. They can also be used at the center point of different areas of the nervous system or our anatomy to also bring about physical and emotional balance. So that is our discussion for today on essential oils, the chakra, and the nervous system. I hope you found it helpful. I'd love to hear from you how you merge modern medicine with conventional medicine, and if you do. And if you have any questions, be sure you check out all of the resources in the video description or at the end of this accompanying post. I have free resources on essential oils. I have courses on essential oils. I have a CEU course for practitioners on essential oils and using them clinically. I have all different information and mind body information for you guys. So go ahead and check that out and stay in touch. And I hope you take really gentle care. Thank you for taking the time to nurture your mind, body, and spirit with learning new information. And I will talk to you real soon.